So last week, I actually flew up to where my family lives in Destin, Florida, and I got to test out the new DJI Air 3S. Now, I personally own the DJI Air 2S, and just cutting to the chase, I'm probably not going to be upgrading to the DJI Air 3S. And later on in the video, we'll get to all the reasons. But just because I'm not buying the DJI Air 3S doesn't necessarily mean that you guys shouldn't buy it. But yeah, I'll get to that later in the video. That all being said, what I will be covering in this video will be all of the specs of the Air 3S. I'm specifically going to go over what improvements DJI made over the Air 3. Of course, just go over all the main features. On top of that, give you guys my overall opinion of the drone. And then, of course, give you guys my conclusion on the new DJI Air 3S. Hopefully, by the end of the video, you guys will be able to make up your mind on if you guys should be buying this drone or upgrading to this drone. I won't be doing it myself, but you might want to, depending on what I'm about to say. So now that we have gotten that all out of the way, yeah, last week I got to fly this thing up with my family. My dad is extremely excited. This is his first drone ever, so he's been just absolutely loving it, going through all of the features, you know, flying it super far away because this thing has crazy signal on it, being able to capture really cool shots of where he lives, his house, his golf course. So yeah, no doubt this thing is definitely a cool drone. So before I jump into the features directly, let's talk about DJI as a company and as a whole. So DJI actually used to create drones for like GoPro and action cameras, if you guys didn't know. But over the years, they have incrementally gotten better and better and better to nowadays, they're pretty much a monopoly in the drone space, especially for videographers. So unless you guys are flying FPV or you're in a whole nother level where you're shooting Hollywood movies, DJI is by far the best drone company out there, giving you guys the best product in terms of having a really good flying and controllable drone, and then also just being able to shoot really great video. So yeah, that all being said, because they're such a big company, they're releasing a bunch of new drones on an annual basis. And I want to kind of compare that to Apple, if you guys are already catching the drift of where I'm going with this. That all being said, with every drone they release, there's just these incremental improvements, and I'll explain more in depth again later on in the video. But yeah, just kind of wrap your head around comparing DJI kind of to Apple in the sense where every new iPhone they release, they just make these incremental improvements. Let's talk about the improvements from the DJI Air 3 to the DJI Air 3S. So the first biggest upgrade is going to be the sensor. This drone has a new larger 1-inch sensor on its primary camera. This is going to allow you guys to capture some more light, getting a little bit more of a sharper image, and it's going to be on that 24mm camera. They've also bumped the resolution from 48 megapixels up to 50 megapixels for photography, and you can now record 4K 120 frames per second with D-Log-M. So those are two minor upgrades that they did, but the biggest upgrade that they really did do with this drone is going to be the LiDAR and the updated obstacle sensors. So what that basically means is they added like a bunch of different sensors all around the camera, so it's omnidirectional. So this drone is going to be very hard to crash as long as you don't put this thing in sport mode or whatnot. It's going to do a very good job of dictating where trees are or buildings are, so you'll be able to fly this thing with a little bit better of a peace of mind. So yeah, if you are a beginner, that's definitely going to help you guys out a lot, because I actually lost 3 or 4 drones over the years. Guys, it's definitely not fun when it just drops in water, it hits a mountain or something, and you're not paying attention, and then you lose a very expensive piece of equipment. So yeah, those were the key differences between the Air 3 and the Air 3S. So just to summarize that, better image quality, more sensors, you know, updated technology, just kind of updating that aircraft with DJI's newer technology. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the upgrades from the Air 3 to the the Air 3S. So now that we've covered those incremental upgrades, let's just talk about the drone itself and some of its main features. So as I mentioned earlier, it has that new 1-inch Cosmos sensor, which is a 50 megapixel sensor as the main lens, which is going to be a 24 focal length. And then it also has a second camera on it, which is going to be a 48 megapixel sensor. But this is going to be a tele camera. So it's going to be a 70 millimeter more zoomed in lens. Now, I did test out that lens when I was flying it. I know that there is a lot of use cases, but for me personally, I'm not a huge fan of that 70 millimeter on the drones. For whatever reason, it just didn't look as crispy and as good to me with my own eyes compared to the 24, but that could just be my personal opinion. I can see where it would come in handy on some sort of specific shots, but I think that most of the time you should be okay with the 24 millimeter, if that makes sense. So now moving on to the dynamic range of this camera, it's going to come with a total of 14 stops of dynamic range. Now, this is really getting into the filmmaking aspects of the drone, but essentially what this means is that you guys will be able to really play around with the darks, the shadows, and the highlights of the image in post-production if you take advantage and shoot in D-Log-M. You'll also be able to take advantage of that dynamic range if you're shooting in auto. DJI will do it all for you, but essentially what it means is that it's able to capture more data, resulting in just a better image. In addition to that, again, it shoots 4K 120 frames per second in the full 10-bit, and that means that you guys can get some really cool slow motion shots, slowing down the speeds of the drone to 20%. Now, again, me personally, I don't really use 4K 120 that much on my drone. I'm usually perfectly fine with 60 frames per second, but that is a cool feature that is added. And of course, it's an extra 20 frames compared to the just regular DJI Air 3. DJI is saying that you get 45 minutes of flight time with this drone. Guys, it's absolutely crazy because I remember when I got the original DJI Air, that thing only flew for like 15 minutes before the battery started dying. It has these new omnidirectional sensors, these LiDAR detectors that pretty much use the new technology to dictate everything that's around it so it can be safer in flight. And then it has a maximum speed of hitting 60 miles per hour when you put that thing in sport mode, which, guys, is extremely fast. So if you guys are flying this that fast, be very, very careful. And guys, yeah, when I flew it back home in Destin, it handled really, really well. It moved very quickly, and I enjoyed flying it. It feels like a DJI drone. They just have, like I said earlier in the video, the best drones on the market. They feel great, and yeah, no complaints there whatsoever. Speaking about flying it, it also comes with a new and improved 20 kilometers of range. Guys, you can take this thing extremely far without losing signal. Now, I will say I don't recommend taking it 20 kilometers away from you, especially if you don't know where you're flying or you're flying around people, because God forbid this thing does lose signal. But even if it does lose signal, with the improved technology, it will just start flying back in the direction since it's GPS, catch signal again, and you should be good to go. So yeah, guys, just overall, the upgrades of this drone in terms of the quality, definitely improvement, but the biggest improvements is going to be just the safety with the LiDAR detection, with the, you know, the range, the GPS, all that sort of stuff. It's just a great overall drone when I'm just listing out these features. So that all being said, why would I not upgrade to the DJI Air 3S? Well, it's pretty simple, okay, guys? I was able to fly this drone about 3 times, 3 batteries, and it felt pretty good in the hand. It felt like a great DJI product. The LiDAR detectors were working very, very well. I even tried to, you know, fly it into a tree to see if it would actually stop. It stops just like all of the other drones whatsoever. And guys, the image quality on this drone is phenomenal. So guys, please don't take this video or my opinion in the wrong way. This is a great drone, but for me personally, I have gone through so many drones in the past. I currently own the Air 2S, and I don't feel like it's a huge upgrade. So as I was mentioning Apple earlier in the video, how every single year they release a new iPhone, but they only release increments to make it just better and better each year so that they can sell a new product every year. That's the same thing that DJI is now doing. due to their size, they don't want to leave money on the table. They want to take the technology that they took from the DJI Mavic 3 or their new Air series or their new mini series and stick it all in to this Air 3S so that they can have a better drone. They can sell it. They can make more money. It makes sense. And guys, I'm not blaming DJI. DJI has been a great company. They provide a really, really great product. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that after flying it, after testing the image, I didn't see a huge difference. And I honestly think that if you guys have an Air 2S or an Air 2 or one of the newer DJI mini series or the Mavic series, there's really no reason to upgrade to this drone. And I can almost guarantee that if you guys looked at these images individually, you probably wouldn't be able to tell a big difference on the image quality. Now, it's a different story if you're holding them side by side and you're looking for the little tiny dynamic range pieces that will make you get a better decision. But even then, it's very difficult to tell. And as you guys probably already know, with compression on YouTube, it's not going to make a significant difference. That all being said, guys, I'm not going to be upgrading to the DJI Air 3S, and I don't recommend anybody to upgrade it that has one of the newer DJI drones already. However, if you have a really, really old DJI drone that doesn't have any sensors, if you don't even have a drone at all and you're new to the marketplace for a drone, guys, this is going to be a beautiful drone. It's going to do everything that you need. And especially for you beginners, all of the safety features make this one of the most friendliest and forgiving drones on the market. So hopefully you guys learned a little something and you guys understand my opinion about, buying this new DJI Air 3S. Not going to be making it to my camera bag, but hopefully the DJI Air 4 or whatever new drones DJI releases will make the difference. So now that I've covered it all, let me know down in the comments below if you guys think that the Air 3S has enough of specifications that you want to upgrade. If you guys enjoyed the video, check out my channel. I do video production content just like this across the whole board of products, equipment, software, and the business aspect of video. And as always, guys, peace out.